Hi everyone, this is Steve, and I'm here today to demonstrate some best practices for using this application, EasyWebVideo, which is a very cool tool that allows us to take MP4 video and edit it in a cloud-based system that puts clickable images like Amazon buy buttons and text that we can link out of a video, and then store these videos in Amazon S3 in our account, and then use them to repurpose on Facebook or on our blogs or wherever we would like to use them for our clients on their social media and in YouTube. So with that said, I've been working on my most recent book where I'm interviewing marketing experts. One of them is Carol Clark, and let's get the folder open here. So what we've done is edited the live casts and converted them into video and audio, and obviously we're working with video here. These are the folders with the experts that we've interviewed so far, and then we've taken those interviews and turned them into clips, 4 or 5 minutes long, some of them, with question and answers from experts like Carol Clark, who runs a very successful weight loss clinic on the East Coast. So at any rate, what I'm doing now is I've already uploaded and you have to make sure that you put these in order when you do this. You can see one here because of this spelling convention ended up at the end. So you need to start loading these and do them in order. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And we're going to set these up in a way on the application, as you'll see, so that the videos will actually play one right after the other if we set them up that way in some other venues. So here's how this works. As I said, I already have 3 of these videos up, and what I'm going to do now is go select video number 4, and I'm going to open this. And while this is opening, I'm going to copy the name of it here. Oops, I didn't want to open it.
You have seminars.
Oops.
Have you live event?
That was not what I wanted. I wanted to get this and then put it on this, and then you're going to need to take note of what you're putting on these videos as clickable images, and then at the end it's going to give you an embed code, which it's I would like you to save on your spreadsheet or your text file, whatever it is that you're using at the end for when you turn in your work. So we're now going to produce number 4, and you can see the name here is correct. So now here's what we do. We we hit the publish button. So I uploaded this. Now we're going to hit create web video, and let me start by saying, let's hold on here. I want to go back to this. When you set this up, it's very important that these settings be uniform. And for right now, I want you to make these 676 by 432. I want the bit rate to be 560. And I think for comparison reasons, actually, let's. I'm going to go to 720, and I'll compare it with the last one. But always, 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 this must be on H.264, or these recordings won't play on Apple's iPhones or tablets, or their mobile devices. It's a big headache. So make sure that this is not on Sorensen. Make sure that it's on H.264, and it defaults to one of these other ones. Don't worry about deinterlacing. So now we're going to create the video. I hope I didn't screw it up by stopping it like that, but we'll see. All right, so the idea here again is that we're going to take, I'm going to show you how to take an Amazon button on this one and put it in there as a timed pop-up with a link to actually, not to Amazon, but to a squeeze page that'll have the Amazon buy button on it and instructions for them to send in the receipt after they buy the book on Amazon to get some free stuff, some bonus material. In this case, it's going to be the full recording along with a transcript of the recording or something like that. So I have that text all laid out for you, and that's what you'll be putting in. But what will change will be the convention will be the same for the different artists or the different marketers. And just let me point this out. So on this bonus for the Amazon button, we're going to have experts.oracularmarketing.com/Carol Clark. That's her name. Okay. So when we do say Mark Doubleday, it will be just like this, but I'll deliver the bonus, and here it will say Mark Doubleday, not Carol Clark. And we need to be clear on this, and no caps. So keep this all lowercase. Then on the other pop-up that I have, this is to get them to go to the landing page, and that will be on the first pop-up that we put on there, and at the end. Or actually, maybe, yeah, and we'll just do two. Let me decide. I think I want to put this same pop-up with this link in it that says to subscribe to Steve's livecast, click here. We'll put that at 30 or 35 seconds into the video and run that for about 30 seconds. And I'll show you in the timer how to do that. And we're going to link that to experts.oracularmarketing.com. And then for the other link, which will have an Amazon button and text underneath it, this will be the link that we will use, and I will create a landing page for her, actually a squeeze page with an Amazon buy button to go and buy Oracular Marketing, and if they send the receipt in, they will get a copy of the transcript and the full replay of this interview with Carol. Okay, so I hope that's not confusing you, but that when we go through this, I'm sure it will be clear what I'm talking about. Again, the key is here, we have right now 10 of these in the can, and we're cutting out the video pieces to send to you for each of the experts. So there's Wayne Dorband, and there's Jerry and Rob Cuesta, and so the idea is we want to keep this uniform. It'll be experts.oracularmarketing.com, and when you get a folder that says this, probably the way for me to do this is to rename the folders, but actually they're in the clip folders. So like when you're gonna get a folder like Mark Doubleday clips. So the idea is this is going to be, I don't want any parentheses, I don't want any caps, just the author's first and last name, and this will be the naming convention for my delivering the bonuses for each of these authors. So when we do Mark Doubleday, it's just a matter of pasting that in, even if the link doesn't exist yet, but I need to make sure that you do this the right way, okay? So when I send you those files, I'll be careful to make sure that I change the folder name with the author name so that we'll be matched up. So anyway, I'm going to undo that for now. We're using Carol Clark stuff, and this is converting 2 of 2. I don't know why. I think because I double-clicked it. Oh, I know what it is. I changed the bitrate, and so it's changing it on all 4 of the videos in this project. So it's a good idea when you're going to do this, to do these all at once. It'll be much easier because it'll save the settings in the tools that I'm going to show you. But clearly, it's a bad idea to change any of the settings unless you made a mistake in the first place. So what it's doing now is going through and changing the bitrate on the 3 videos that I have already uploaded and edited in here, And so now we have to wait for it to go through these. Let's see. While it's doing this, let me run down FileZilla with you again. The way that the easiest way to do this, I mean, unless you have something better, but the way that I do this is use FileZilla to move MP4 files around, and let's just do this. We're already going to this site. What I need to do is see this full screen. And here we go. So on the right side is what is on my website that I'm going to from the file manager, from the site manager to AME for You. So what I want to do here is get to the live casts. They're going to be in public HTML, and you'll see this up here. This is usually the preferred way to do this is click on this, and then those folders underneath will show up down here. And so here are the live cast videos, and we're working with Carol Clark. Okay, but I set up the Carol Clark clips, and again, what I should do is set the naming convention up so that it's the same for these clips. And I think that's just know that you don't put the clips part in there. It's just Carol Clark when you go here. And I think I've made that abundantly clear how I want that. So inside of here, so what I would do is after we have these clips loaded up, we take them from the left side here, which is my computer, and move them over into the right folders for the clips that we're working on. So clip number 1 isn't in here, so why don't I go get that right now? So we have live cast audio clips. And again, I'm going to make this uniform. And inside of here, we can see that part 1 didn't make it, so I'm going to drag it in there. So the idea would be you guys would be able to take this from your location. You'd need, of course, the password to get into the directory in the cPanel. So I'll show you the site manager again, just so you can see this. So you would need to get the password and username here from me. And then all you have to do is go to a directory in your folder. So again, here we are. So you would we would open Carol Clark, and then all you have to do is drag these folders from the directory into your computer, right? So you know, it would be a matter of just going like this and pulling it over and dropping it in there. Now it takes time for it to move over there, and you have to make sure that you know, that it completes correctly. And on FileZilla, down at the bottom, if you pull this up, it will show you what's going on. Okay, so we had part 1 went through already. These are clips, so they go pretty fast. But let's just, for example, let's pull one of these across so you can see what I'm saying. So now you're pulling this from the directory at ameforyou.com into your computer so that you can then use it on here. And so we're changing the bitrate on the last one of these now. So okay, so I hope that makes sense. I get you the username and password. You set up the site manager so that it looks like this, right? So you name it. First of all, you have to name it over here on the left. So if you were setting up a new one, you'd select a new site, put it in the right place. So new site, example.com, and then all you have to do is go example.com with no HTTP, none of that. Paste it in here. You don't worry about the port. You change this from anonymous to normal, and then you put the username in here, and you put the password in, copy and paste it in there, and then it will show up. And you would, if example.com existed, you'd be able to connect and go in there. So let's just go to another site. Let's go to AED. Let's go to. Let's go here. Actually, no. I want to show you one more thing. Some of these blogs are made in directories, and you don't have all of them. So, for instance, metame.com, we have metame.com/blog. And I'm going to connect to that right now. And we're going to establish this in a new tab. And, could be that the password is out of date on this computer. I have this FileZilla set up on 3 different computers, and unfortunately, it's not cloud-based, so it doesn't. I can't sync them up, which is really a pain. What's another blog that has that? Let's see. Or I know. Let's go to Affordable Medical has several websites inside of it. This was from way back in the beginning when I started doing this, and I did not have a dedicated server, so I had websites inside of websites. So you always start at the public HTML, and then you can open this up, and you can see in here diabetes weblog, ask AME, a medical equipment supply store, disabled lifts, disabled showers. These are all contained within this a medical equipment supply store site. So if you're working in FTP and you don't, and I would send you the directions, of course, but if you have a problem, this is probably, you're going to run into this and understand what this is about. So when working within these WordPress sites, pretty much always going in, you're working within the plugins or the themes here to add things from over on the left side. Lately, though, most of these things work with a zip file directly from the website better anyway. So at any rate, there's a little FTP protocol. And now we're ready to start working on our video here. Okay, so here's what we have. First, play it and make sure it works.
Folks no longer open up a book to figure out where some marketer decided that they
so this was part 2.
Competitive niches that there is. Can you talk to me a little bit about the book and
did it? We have already uploaded the first 3.
Sure. The books were really written after we've been doing this for about 20 years, but really
so let's do this.
Helpful for our clients and video book. And typically, what we did was we took.
So we're starting from scratch on all 4 of these at the new bitrate. So we will go right ahead here now and go through all the rest of this. Conversion settings we already have set here. We do not stretch to fit, and we do not deinterlace. Player settings. Pick skin number 6 right now. Okay, and I'm doing this set in blue, but you can vary these if you like, but make them blue. The brown, I guess, is okay, and the green is okay. The black, the gray is kind of plain. Okay, and this defaults to do nothing when you first come in here. So you want it to do something. You want it to load the video. You do not want it to autoplay, though, because many of these are going into Facebook, and Facebook won't allow that. So we just want it to load. And since we're doing a series of videos, there are places where we would actually have these play one right after the other. So we're going to set this up so it will play the next in the series after this one is done. And then we do not want to show this embed code, but we do want to show these social media buttons, and you have to check this to get them. Okay? And then the redirect at the end of the video is going to go to experts.oracularmarketing.com, right? experts.oracularmarketing.com is where it's going to redirect at the end of this. And we are not going to open it in a new window. It will open in the same window. Okay, now we're going to go to embed. We're not going to embed a logo at this point, but we are going to put labels and images, you know, a couple labels and a image of an Amazon buy button in here. So here's how this works. We are going to select the point where we want the first label to go in. And I want them to go in after we're about 30 seconds into the interview. If they're there for 30 seconds, they're probably going to be interested in getting more information. So I'm going to add a new label. I'm going to click on Show Labels in Progress Bar so I can see it up here now. I'm going to drag this into the middle just for editing purposes now, and then place it where I want it later. Okay, so first of all, on this project, I've been making all of these with a transparency to them. You know, this slides from the right to the left, left being full, so it's good, you know, just and they're full transparency, making this a little bit more subtle and sort of putting it in behind a little bit, popping out. And then this starts on a default color. You drag this down to the color that you want. Orange and red work very well for conversion, so that's what I'm doing here. And then you click on this, and now you can see up here it's turned that color. Now what we want to do is get our text and place it in here. And there aren't many choices for text in here, but I'm just going to leave it at the default. It looks fine. However, this might need to be made a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, depending on what it is that we're doing. But typically, you know, 10 is going to be enough. And I put the wrong stuff in there. So what we want in there is we're directing them what to do. And we're directing them to subscribe to Steve's Livecast, which could be the iTunes podcast, it could be the YouTube channel, it could be my private RSS feed for members, and then the link, that same link that I just copied over, goes down here where it says link, and always just make it HTTP : / okay, and then what we have to do now is when we go here, this thing hovers, it pops up and down. This is our tool for telling this where to start and where to stop. So I'm going to play this or leave this up for about 30 seconds. Okay, so it's going to pop up and show at 38 seconds into the interview. Let's make it 34, and then it's going to pop out at 110. And now we need to put it where we want it. And now, let me tell you, this is kind of glitchy here, because these things like to pop out when you're doing multiple videos at once. And a lot of the times I want to put them up here, but it makes it a royal pain. So, and the other thing is, when you do this and you get it too close, it changes the arrangement. Sometimes you want it to do that, and sometimes you don't want it to do it like that. So I don't want to do it like that. I want it to not cover as much content as I can, but you can see if you play around with this, it changes it depending on where you place it. All right, so this is the preferred method here, and it either needs to go down below or up above. And I'm not going to, because I'm finding this is such a pain, I'm going to tell you to put this one anyway down below, and then we'll put the next one I'm going to do. Yeah, it's really a pain in the butt, this thing. They need to work on this. Alright, so if I let this go, I can grab it over here and then because I'm grabbing it from over here, they're not popping out. If I grab it in the middle, though, they always pop out. So again, it's a little tricky, and when you play, after you've done it a few times, it's not going to be a big deal. All right, so here's our clickable image that will pop up telling them to subscribe to my livecast. And a couple ways we can do this now. So I'm going to duplicate this at the end. I'm going to hit apply here. Don't forget to do that. And then we're going to go back up to our timeline. I'm going to go right up here to the end and create a new label here. And then we'll put the last one in the middle. This one's going to be a duplicate of the one we just did that will play out until the end. So this one is experts.oracularmarketing.com to send them to the landing page for the new book for the pre-launch. And then now we have to time it up here. So it put this over here. You have to, if we want this to go to the end, drag that one out and then drag this one over, and we'll have this play for about that period of time. Now this is where, I know you know this already, and click show label in the progress bar. So there they are. So if I uncheck this now, it's not going to show up. So we want to see this, and then hit apply. Okay, and now we're going to put an image in here and another text box with different content. So we're going to start it right about here, keep it in between these two. We're going to add a new image, and we're going to use this Amazon.com button. And this is going to play in the middle here, and it's always highlighted in blue, whatever you're actually playing with. And we're going to have this pop up for most of the middle of this event. Now again, this Amazon button isn't actually going to link to Amazon, but it's going to link to a squeeze page with another Amazon button on it, with directions to get some free content by buying it through that link and following the directions. And again, this thing can be a royal pain. But we're going to get this set up underneath there, and then we're going to put our link in here, which is to our marketing expert Carol Clark, experts.oracularmarketing.com/Carol Clark, and put this in the link box. Okay, and now there's no done button or anything to put here, it's just there. Okay, so now what we need to do is around this, okay, we left some space here between the first tab and the second, and now I'm going to click here, and I'm going to insert a new label, show the label in the progress bar. So here it is. Drag this down here so we can see what we're doing. And again, on this one, the offer is for this right here, and you can't really see it all here, but so this is a long text box, and we want it that way because of the glitch in this thing. So first of all, we'll put our text in here, paste that, we'll change our color with the transparency, and we'll get our link for Carol Clark. Again, this is the same link that we put on the Amazon button. Right, this is going to show right above that Amazon button across the top. Okay, so here it is. And now let's drag this out across the length of that button that we have here in the middle. Okay, and now we're going to put this all the way up on the top, and this is going to appear above the Amazon button. And we want it to be right. She's got the website address here on the video, so let's put it under, make sure it's underneath that. And then again, make sure that there's enough room so that it stays on one line. Okay. And now, where did our Amazon button go? Where are you? So there's our Amazon button. And let's stretch this out so that they match. And the Amazon button will pop in a little bit after. And also we want to drag this down now. Pull that out a little bit. And now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so now this one's ready to go. And we can go ahead, and when I click publish now, this is going to upload it, and you have to be logged in to our EasyWebVideo account, which is actually loading this into a nice little tool for us to keep track of our videos on Amazon S3. So this is uploading, and then to go get this video and edit it some more, we would go in there and do that. So let's just go there right now. So let's do this. I'm not sure what this is all about. So we're going to log into EasyWebVideo. Of course, I'll give you the logins. And we'll do a little look-see at what's going on up here. My videos. And here's the Carol Clark videos 1, 2, 3 that I did earlier, and we're uploading number 1 and number 2 again actually right now in a different format. That was just for demoing. So this is where we can now do other things if we want to with this. We can put this into its own landing page. We can send this straight to YouTube, Facebook from here. We can add other things to this. We can create a different, we can change the redirect that we used in the tool. We can have it open in a new window if we wanted to. We can change the things that, some of the things that we did on the video. We can also create a lightbox. Lightbox basically would make the video pop out. And then this is actually a web page, the web page that it exists on now.
The world of marketing has changed. Folks no longer.
So there you have it. This is a really good stuff. This is how we're going to get ahead and keep ahead of the competition for the time being, and for our clients and for ourselves. So also there are other things in here I'll go over later, but I'll probably be enabling the tracking and things like that. Okay, and then also you can download this QR code here, but that's advanced stuff. I'm not going to have you worry about this for the purposes of this recording. So that's it in a nutshell. I will follow this up with new training as I get more tricks down here. This is all brand new. So thanks, guys. This is Steve, and I'm going to sign off right now. Appreciate the hard work. And let me find the screen and shut this down. Where am I hiding? Ah, there we are. Here, I'll do a goofy trick here. Goodbye, guys.